There will never be another 9. NFL legend Sonny Jurgensen's legacy is to be set in burgundy and gold. Earlier this week, the Washington Commanders made their widely acknowledged decision to retire Sonny Jurgensen's number 9 jersey. The announcement was made on Jurgensen's 88th birthday, but before going into detail, some of you may be wondering exactly who was Sonny Jurgensen, and why is this such a big deal? Well, sit back and relax because we'll be diving deep into Sonny Jurgensen's life in this video. Washington Commanders, formerly known as the Washington Redskins, to retire legend Sonny Jurgensen's number 9 permanently. On his 88th birthday, Jurgensen received the news that his jersey was to be retired during the 2022 season. This news was announced by the Commanders on Tuesday. The ceremony will be held before the kickoff of a Week 18 home game versus the Dallas Cowboys. Family and former teammates are said to be attending the ceremony. There will also be a pre-game honoring. The company's CEO regarded Sonny's accomplishments as incredible by saying that no member of the Washington franchise will ever wear the number 9 again. Joining Sonny and 3 more players who have had their jersey numbers retired, Charley Taylor, 21, Sammy Baugh, 33, and Bobby Mitchell, 49. When asked, Jurgensen said that he was humbled, and it was an honor to have spent a lifetime with the team. He also thanked the people who had supported him throughout his journey. Jurgensen played 18 seasons in the NFL, out of which he spent 11 with Washington. During his time in the burgundy and gold, he threw 22,585 yards, 179 touchdowns, and 116 interceptions. He also made 4 of his 5 Pro Bowls in a Washington uniform. But how did Washington achieve all this, and what led him to such esteemed heights? For that, we need to investigate Jurgensen's career in detail, starting with his early life. Jurgensen's early life. Jurgensen was born on August 23, 1934 in Wilmington, North Carolina. He started his athletic journey in elementary school. His school won titles in baseball and basketball following Jurgensen's entry. Later, he won his city's youth tennis championship and as a pitcher for the local Civitan club. He also won the city baseball title. So the question arises, why did he choose American football when he had other options available to him? To answer that, we need to look into his high school career. Jurgensen attended New Hanover High School, and it was there that he started playing football. He also continued baseball and basketball, where his efforts made his team the state title runner-up. Although not achieving a high feat in baseball, he still played well. He batted .339, which is above average. However, he's shown the most on the football grounds. He started by playing various positions, but eventually chose quarterback because of his exceptional performance in senior year when he scored 3 touchdowns and kicked 9 extra points. Because of this feat, he was chosen as a quarterback for the North Carolina team in an annual North Carolina versus South Carolina game. Now, it was his college career where things started to take proper shape in Jurgensen's career. He enrolled at Duke University in 1954 as a backup. He made a solid initial impression on his varsity team where he completed 12 of 28 passes for 212 yards with 1 touchdown and 3 interceptions. That same season, Jurgensen tied a team record with consecutive interceptions in 4 games. And guess which position he played? Not quarterback, but defensive back. Jurgensen was versatile. His team finished with a 7-2-1 record and an Atlantic Coast Conference title. And at the end, his team shone again when they beat the Nebraska Cornhuskers in the 1955 Orange Bowl. In 1955, he took over as a starting quarterback, while also securing a starting position in the defensive secondary. That season was very successful for Jurgensen, as ended the season with a 7-2-1 record, as well as securing the ACC co-championship. He achieved all this by completing 37 of 69 passes for 536 yards and 3 touchdowns. He also averaged 33.7 with his punts, which is where the player drops a ball and kicks it before it hits the ground. However, his senior term started on bad terms, where he faced his first major loss of 7-0 against South Carolina. Jurgensen also kept in touch with baseball, but turned down an invitation to the basketball team. In the end, it was his college career that set him on the path to professional football. Finally, moving on to Jurgensen's professional career. After the 4th round of the draft in 1957, Jurgensen got lucky with the Philadelphia Eagles. He played as a backup till 1960. During this time, the Eagles won the 1960 NFL Championship, the only championship win of his career. After the retirement of Van Brocklin in 1961, Jurgensen took over as a starter. This move was successful for him as he made an NFL record of 3,723 yards, while also tying with the record of 32 touchdown passes. He was also named All-Pro. His career with the Washington Redskins took off when he was traded to the team in 1964 in exchange for Norm Snead and Claude Crabb following an injury-plagued season the previous year. Jurgensen took over the play-calling role in 1964. The following season, he was selected to play in the Pro Bowl. However, 1965 was the year when he played his most memorable game. The Cowboys took a 21-0 lead, and things were looking grim for the Redskins. But that all changed when Jurgensen threw for 411 yards, which led the team to victory with a score of 34-31. He made another achievement in the form of a personal record in 1967 when he threw a 3,747 yards pass. 1968 was not very successful for him because of broken ribs and elbow surgery, but this was after he tied a record for the longest pass play in NFL history early in 1968. To this day, no other Redskins has come close to this record. Jurgensen played his final season in 1974. However, at that time, he was splitting time with another favorite player, Kilmer. Now after retirement. Even after retiring from professional football, he didn't leave football. After 1974, he began his career as a color commentator for CBC television. After that, he teamed with another Hall of Fame linebacker, Sam Huff, and covered the Washington Redskins on the radio. He did this until 2008, when the Redskins report was dropped due to budget issues. He did other jobs after finally retiring prior to the 2019 season. Jurgensen's career is legendary. He is recognized as the finest passer of our era. When he retired, his passing yards totaled 32,224 yards, 225 touchdowns, and 189 interceptions. Here is some other related news. 2020 NFL rulebooks have had a slight change. The first change was announced a while, but just had been made permanent. The kickoff formations have been slightly changed. The rule states that during a free kick, the opponent's startup zone, which starts 10 yards away from the ball, would now have 9 players as opposed to the previous 8. The second rule states that both teams get possession of the ball in overtime. This means that if the first team scores in overtime, the match will not be concluded until after the second team has been given a possession too. Trades in the NFL. Only one such trade has occurred, and that was between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Tennessee Titans. The Eagles received the 6th-round pick in 2024, while the Titans received DB Ugo Amagi and the 7th-round pick in 2024. Retirements. LB Shaquem Griffin, the only one-handed player in NFL history, announced his retirement on Wednesday. He was the 5th-round selection by the Seattle Seahawks in the 2018 NFL Draft. The 27-year-old said that he will help mentor current and former NFL players by joining the league's Legends community. Logan Paul was spotted at the Emirates Stadium. Famous English YouTube star KSI collaborated with his former opponent Logan Paul from the USA to launch their own energy drink, Prime. Last month came the unexpected announcement that Prime had become Arsenal Football Club's official hydration partners. Recently, Logan Paul, who has little to no interest in football, was spotted in the Emirates Stadium. Unfortunately, KSI couldn't make it because of his upcoming boxing event. Logan also posted a video of him chanting and having a good time with die-hard Arsenal fans. Moving on to boxing and KSI. After his former opponent Alex Wasabi dropped out of the fight, KSI made the announcement that he would instead be fighting 2 boxers, Swarms and Pineda, a professional boxer, in one night. This news took the internet by storm. Some lauded his courage, while others thought him crazy. But KSI shocked everyone when he won both matches yesterday. The fight with Swarms ended in a KO from KSI, and although Pineda lasted all the rounds, he was still no match for KSI. In the similar event, his brother Deji took hold of his first victory too. After losing 3 times consecutively, Deji was done. He defeated FauziTube in the second round after his team literally threw in the towel. That's a wrap for this video. Want us to talk about any other interesting topics related to sports? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one.